So, how many of you out there are tea drinkers? Not a lot. Well, I consider myself to be a tea drinker. And this is a story about one of my favorite teas, Red Rooibos. For those of you who haven't heard of it, you're going to learn something about it now. So, believe it or not, this tea has become an interest of international IP law. So this is a story from the Guardian newspaper from July 2014 discussing how South African companies have been battling to protect their trademark of this particular tea. Now, as I said, this starts in Africa. This is a picture of Africa here, the continent. On the tip of the continent, you have the country of South Africa. This is where this bush, where the red rooibos tea is made from, is native. And it actually grows. This is a picture of the bush here. It actually grows in a mountain range called the Cedarburg Mountains, which are about 300 kilometers from the town or the city of Cape Town. Here's Cape Town in South Africa. This is a picture of the mountain range where this tea is grown. So, what is geographic indicator status? Basically, it's been around since the 19th century. It's particularly important in the EU, and what it means is that a particular product was grown in a particular region of a certain country. Because of the quality in that particular region, it can market itself and give itself a higher standard than other products that are similar but grown in other regions or maybe in other countries, and allows you to perhaps charge a little bit more or be able to say your quality is a little bit more because of the region of a particular country that it comes from. Now, what are some examples of geographic indicator status that you might have seen or be familiar with? Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee. Did you know there's an actual region in Jamaica, the Blue Mountains, where this particular coffee is grown? And there may be coffee grown other places, but this one is marketed with this particular symbol and therefore is worldwide as a particular high standard of coffee. Colombian coffee. Again, a coffee that as soon as you hear the name Colombian coffee, you think it's a higher standard than most other coffees. Remember those commercials with Juan Valdez and his mule? This is what you associate with Colombian coffee and gives them an extra bit of status and the ability to mark over and above their particular trademarks. Darjeeling tea, a particular type of tea that comes from India, that they're allowed to attach to teas that are grown in particular ways in a particular region. French champagne. Did you know there's an actual region in France called Champagne that produces this particular type of actually wine? And this particular geographic indicator status has gotten to such a level that you actually associate this not with a wine but with champagne as an actual product onto itself. So again, when you see the French, the tea producers in South Africa getting this geographic indicator status, it's basically a one-two punch that adds an extra layer of protection over and above the trademark in the EU that allows them to now say that their tea is from a particular region and their tea is of a particular standard.